Hey, you're listening to 91.1 The Avenue. My name is Ann, and this is The Avenue's Mile of Music coverage. We are celebrating Mile of Music number 10. The Avenue's Mile of Music coverage is made possible with support from Nicolet Bank and from U.S. Venture. Additional support comes from Dodd Home Safety. Dodd Home Safety performs home safety assessments, provides and installs the recommended equipment, and trains everyone on how to keep loved ones safe and independent in their homes. More information at doddsafety.com. I'm joined in studio by Nigel Wearne. Welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And astute listeners may be able to discern that Nigel is bringing some international flair to the festival this year. Nigel, where do you hail from?
Well, I come a little bit long way, as we say back home, from Australia. I've come from a place called Wearne, which is about 3.5 hours west of Melbourne, right down the bottom of the mainland, the big bit of Australia.
And how did you make your way to Mile of Music Festival?
Well, literally, I came via England this trip. I had the transit from Hades a couple of days ago, and we managed to get all our luggage eventually. But I played the Cambridge Folk Festival not a few days ago actually, and did a tour in England. And then I'm here now, but I'm heading home after this, back to Australia for about 3 weeks before I come back for Americana Fest.
I was going to say, I assume you're here for an extended stay because I see you're at Americana Fest in September.
And Bristol Rhythm and Roots, it's just the way it worked out. I'm picking up all the pieces after, that which shall not be named pandemic. So look, it's great. There's all this cool stuff happening, some new stuff, plus stuff that's been lined up for a while. And this is one of those things that has been 3.5 years in the making for me. So,
well, thanks for being here. I gave your music a listen, and I love it.
Thanks.
But I have a hard time putting my finger on how to describe it. I see that I've seen it written that you blend blues, jazz, and Americana noir. And I think Americana noir is where I settle. I didn't know what that was, but when I listened to your music, it fits.
Yeah, I made that up. Not the Americana bit, but I just put the noir on the end because I thought, okay, it's dark. I mean, I like Tom Waits and I like Nick Cave, and
I hear the Tom Waits, definitely.
And I mean, I'm wearing a C.W. Stone King t-shirt. He's an artist from back home. In fact, someone just pulled me up in the street to have a chat because they listened to C.W. Stone King. He's an Australian artist back home, and he's got that sort of 1920s, 30s-esque blues singing thing going on. And he's from Broken Hill in Australia, which if Broken Hill is in the outback. Yeah, so that's way out there. But so I sort of exist in the minor chord realm a lot of the time with my music, and my newest record, which is coming out very soon, has got horns all over it. So it's
I consider it theatrical, maybe a little almost carnival atmosphere, background sound. There's a really cool clarinet and horns on it. And, well, we're going to give our listeners a chance to decide for themselves. You'll play something for us a little later. You caught the attention of Rolling Stone, I see.
Yeah, for my record Black Crow, I got a 4-star review. That was a little while ago now. That was really cool to get that. The big magazine back home, which we get reviews in, is called Rhythms Magazine. So that's a good one to look up if you ever come to Australia. They have lots of great reviews in that one too, and they've been kind as well. Yeah, but Rolling Stone, that was cool.
Niall Wearne is at the festival all 4 days. We invite you to consult the festival app or the printed guide to find out where you can see him. But we're lucky to have you. Welcome to your first Mile of Music Festival. We hope you enjoy it. It's a big deal for us here. And, it's a great way to sample a lot of music. And I think you'll find that attendees of the Mile of Music Festival have a big appetite for new music discovery.
That's great.
Warm welcome from us. Can we get something from you?
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to hear that.
This is a song called A Moment Too Soon. And it's a song It's about that moment when you're speaking to a loved one and the words you think you should say leave your lips and you see them floating through the air. And you see them enter the ear of the listener and you realise at precisely that moment that they were exactly the wrong words to say. I can see it in your eyes. We were summoning a song, but I misread the signs and it all went wrong. My resolve is fallen and shattered about the room. I said what I said a moment too soon. Words are but shapes that are chewed by the tooth, messengers of love and naked ugly truth. What once is said can't be unheard. What once is bled may forever be spurred. The sun will rise like a pin to a balloon. I said what I said a moment too soon. A silhouette of shades darker than before have entered the space between mine and yours. The mind does bend like the magic man's spoon. I said what I said a moment too soon. The earth will turn to the dark side of the moon. I said what I said a moment too soon. A moment too soon. A moment too soon.
That's Nigel Wearne at Mile of Music Festival this weekend. He's here all 4 days. My name is Ann. You're listening to 91.1 The Avenue. Keep it tuned right here for more Mile of Music coverage.